Thanks everyone for joining us. We'll go ahead and get started. We're joined by WVU golf coach Sean Covich and senior golfer Mark Goetz. If you have questions for them, please use the raise hand feature, and then we'll go ahead and get started. We'll go first to John Antonic.
Unmute. This is for both of you. Well, give us a plan. Map out the plan. How you're gonna attack this with the NCAA tournament. What's the schedule from here to when you play? Start with Sean.
Okay, yeah. Friday we're gonna get over there late Friday. So that's not, we're not out of the woods there. We still have to do that, and then Saturday should just be a light practice day for Mark, and then Sunday is the official practice round at the Sagamore Club, and then we play he plays 18 Monday, 18 Tuesday, 18 Wednesday. So that's kind of the plan. Friday travel, Saturday light practice at a different course. Sunday will be the official practice round, and then 54 holes starting on Monday.
Imagine getting on the course will be important to figure out where you need to be in all the different holes.
Yeah, I think I'll let Mark talk about it, but what I've seen of the course, I believe it suits Mark's game very well because same grass types, kind of wide open off the tee. I think length is going to be a really big advantage at this course as opposed to going somewhere down south, that's a little bit tighter, a little more tree line. This is more open. Same grass types that he's used to in Western PA. And he should feel right at home, but I'll let him talk a little bit about what he's looking forward to getting accomplished on Sunday.
Yeah, Mark, what do you know about this course?
Really just kind of the flyovers the coach sent me. I think that he hit the nail on the head though with some of the traits of this golf course. I think that playing on bent is big for sure. So that will be sort of comforting, I guess. It won't sort of be out of the ordinary for me. And then as far as distance goes, I think coach is right. I think that somebody that's got a lot of speed is probably going to play well next week.
You almost have to take this as like a qualifier approach because you don't have your team with you. Is that how you go about this?
Yeah, it's going to be strange. I've never done anything kind of like this before. So yeah, I mean, I probably won't look at a leaderboard probably till the final day. It's going to be strange. I as far as where everybody's at and who's in and who's out, I mean, there's just going to be a lot of moving pieces this week. So for me, I mean, I think playing it like a qualifier, I think that would be pretty accurate. But really just going to go out and hopefully play pretty solid. That's really all I can do.
We'll go next to Kevin Kinder.
You mentioned Coach Covich had sent you flyovers, and I'm sure you look at course layout, course map. From that, then do you develop a plan for how you play your practice round and what you want to do and work on? And then second part of that, I guess, after that practice round, how often does that adjust the way that you're going to attack the course when you actually play it in competition?
Yeah, I think that some of the flyovers and stuff like that, and some pictures of the golf course really just kind of, I guess, familiarize myself with kind of the way it's going to look. And then as far as throughout that practice round, that's kind of when I develop sort of a game plan, with the way I'm going to go about, specific stretches or different holes. It's pretty much after we get done with that practice round, it's kind of when the plan will be sort of set in place. But, I mean, the practice round, as far as trying to, get something accomplished out of it, really just getting comfortable with the way it looks and some of the different tee balls. That's really all it is. It's just really, for me, it's just kind of getting comfortable with the way it looks and the way it's going to play that week. That's really what serves a big purpose in those practice rounds.
We'll go next to Joe Mercado.
Sean, if it's a normal team event, I'm sure you're bouncing back and forth between your different guys and trying to offer advice as you can. When it's just one guy, do you want to be in Mark's ear the whole time? Do you want to give him a couple holes where you're obviously there, but maybe at a distance? How do you kind of go through the whole process?
Whatever he needs. That may mean me getting him a Gatorade or me helping him read a putt. We'll talk about it Saturday. And honestly, I'll spend most of the time with him on Sunday, just making sure he's comfortable, got a game plan, because that's really the most important day, getting a feel for the speed of the greens and, a line off the tee. But, once it starts on Monday, that's his time to go to work. That's when he's in his office. So, hey, if you want somebody to talk to and, think through some shots, I'll certainly be there. But if I just need to spectate, I can do that as well. Just because I know how golfers are, and, that's your job. You're at work from number 1 tee to number 18 green. So, whatever he needs from me, that could be a lot or it could be a little. We'll talk about that. But definitely have a lot of trust and just looking forward to, Mark playing and the way I view it, this is just a great opportunity for him because you got some of the best amateur golfers in the world playing here. A couple of Walker Cuppers. I know at least 3 are going to be there. 2 from Texas, 1 from Minnesota. So whatever Mark does this week is only going to help his world amateur golf ranking, which is kind of our goal here at West Virginia to improve that, let him compete against the best. So, whether that's a top 30, a top 20, top 5, a win, and, he's only going to help himself. So looking forward to seeing him, kind of take advantage of this opportunity.
We'll go next to Ryan Pritt.
Kind of a question for each of you. Sean, you first. Getting an individual qualifier. I mean, how big of a feather in the cap of this program is that? How much does that help as a selling point for recruiting as you move forward? And then after you're done, Mark, just does that add anything importance-wise to it, knowing that you're the first to kind of accomplish that at West Virginia?
I think Mark would say the same. I mean, we wish we were going over there with 4 or 5 other guys, and I know Mark feels the same way. But it's still quite an accomplishment, just considering where we started a few years ago. And then, when Mark's class came in, that freshman class, we had some good players here already. I mean, Max Sear and Etienne Papineau, just to name a few. There were certainly more. But when Mark and that group showed up, it was really, a really talented class that I knew was going to do something special. And it's been fun to watch, Mark develop and get to this point. It certainly helps in recruiting because we say, hey, we're going to have some sort of postseason appearance, whether that's the team, which, we feel really good about next year. We're really close this year, or an individual. We got some of the best players in the country. Look at Mark Goetz, so it definitely helps kind of validate our program, what we've been doing the last, I guess, half decade now.
I think that, I think, like I said before, it's a little bit strange, not having sort of the team there with me. But, I really just try to do my part this year and to help us make postseason as a team. And, I think making it as an individual is, it's cool. I mean, it's really just a good opportunity. I mean, that's probably the only kind of way that I could put it is, as a player, just another great opportunity to go ahead and play well, play on the big stage. So
we'll go back to John. If there's no other questions, John, you will have the last.
Yeah, this is along the same lines of what Ryan asked about momentum. You guys had gotten so much momentum a couple years ago when you qualified, almost made it to nationals. Getting Mark there, getting into tournament, and then getting into the summer when all your guys are out playing in different tournaments and so forth. Do you feel like you're getting the momentum or keeping the momentum with Mark qualifying and getting you into the summertime, Sean?
Yeah, for sure. I think we started gaining momentum this spring, really. I mean, we started spring like 106 in the country. Now we're, right around 75. So we're just outside the bubble. So we're definitely getting better. And I felt like if we could have just if the season when they ended, we would have definitely played our way in. The guys were playing well. And so I think all the guys are excited about next year. And a big part of that is Mark and Logan that are fifth-year seniors. They don't have to come back, but they want to come back. And I think they have some unfinished business, and they want to you only get to play team golf, for so many years. And so it's a great opportunity for Mark and Logan to come back. And so I think what Mark accomplished this year, winning our home tournament, playing well at, several big time events, and earning this for the first time as an individual for our program is really, the guys see that, kind of rally around it, and that sort of motivates them, to go out this summer and try to get better. And, they're thinking, man, if I could have done what Mark did, we'd still be playing, so I think it's motivating what Mark has accomplished. And, but at the same time, there's still that feeling. It's like, man, I wish, the team could be there. And so Mark, like he said, he just, hey, I'm doing my part, and wants to keep sort of setting that example and motivating his teammates.
Curious, Sean, housekeeping here. How does an individual qualify for the NCAAs? What is the process to get in as an individual?
Yeah, so there's 6 regional sites across the country. Mark's obviously at the one in Indiana. So at each site, the lowest individual score advances, but it's the lowest individual score not on a team advancing. So for example, Mark may have to finish first, or he could finish 10th. You just don't know. It depends on who is ahead of that individual. If they're on a team that's already going, then they sort of evaporate from the leaderboard, so to speak. And it's the lowest score from an individual not going to the national championship. So remember, they take the top 5 teams. So all those players sort of disappear off the leaderboard. But again, Mark mentioned earlier, so many moving parts, so many what ifs, and you literally don't know until the last putt for the last player at the regional what that could mean. Because as you saw what happened to us at Louisville, we almost played our way in, so that could have knocked another team out. And, so there's so many different moving parts. So you just got to keep your head down, play as good as you can, look at it as a great opportunity. And if you're the lowest scorer of a person not going, their team's not going, then you get to advance.
And curious, Mark, with the NCAA, get me through your summertime until you get back to WU in the fall for your last year. What's your plans?
So I'll play a pretty full summer schedule. It'll be West Penn Am, West Penn Open, State Am, State Open, State Match Play, Sunny Hannah Amateur, Rice Planters Amateur, and then the USAM Qualifier. It'll be a pretty busy summer. I'm looking forward to it a lot. I think some of the places that the state is playing this year are stadiums at Marion out in Philadelphia. So pretty much kind of go through that whole schedule, and then, when the summer begins to wrap up, can start getting ready to come back to school.
So this kind of tees off a really competitive summer for you.
Yeah, it's funny. I really look at like my year kind of as pretty much when I get home for summer break to the following late spring. So this is kind of, for me, it kind of kicks off the summer with a great event with a strong field. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Are you playing your best golf right now, you feel like?
Yeah, I think that the weather hasn't been great up here over the last week, so really just going to try to get my reps in for the next couple of days and really just try to get prepared. That's really all I can do as far as how I'm playing. I'm still striking it well. The putter feels good in my hand, so really just try to get as prepared as I can.
No big equipment changes, right?
No big equipment changes. Not yet. As soon as I get back, actually, there's going to be a couple changes. So looking forward to that for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, you might open up a dissertation. Sorry.
We heard that last time. Yeah, he's an expert on different things there. That's awesome.
Yeah, talking about Mark's summer schedule, I'm trying to get him to caddy for me at Hannistown.
Yeah,
that's his home club. So I just signed up for the Tri-States Amateur up there at Hannistown. So maybe Mark can give me some pointers on that one. As long as he doesn't play. If he plays, I might as well WD. So.
Yeah, I saw that little tweet you had about the wedge shot into the. I can't remember which green it was. Should have Texas wedged it.
No, that was a scary shot. I want to take Mark over there and see if he can do it. That was a shot of my life, to be honest with you.
Great. Thanks.
All right, everyone. Thanks for calling in. Sean, Mark, safe travels this week and good luck next week. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks.